The Prime Minister has asserted that India achieved the extraordinary during its G20 presidency as it revitalised multilateralism, amplified the voice of the Global South, championed development and fought for the empowerment of women everywhere. This is what Mr. Modi claims. Maria Shakil has the details.
So the Prime Minister has written for Indian Express, and this information has been in fact shared by Dr. S. Jaishankar, External Affairs Minister, in which he is talking about what are the big ideas that India managed to communicate during its presidency. And as India hands over the presidency and the baton to Brazil, what is it that India hopes to carry forward in terms of what Brazil should be doing? So the Prime Minister has clearly said that during its presidency, India achieved the extraordinary. It revitalized multilateralism, amplified voice of the Global South. Remember, amplification of the voice of the Global South becomes a crucial part of G20, with the African Union becoming a part of the G20 now, and the G20 becoming more inclusive by including the African nations as part of it. The focus has been on gender sensitivity and also gender-centric development. What the Prime Minister writes in his, in this article which he has written for the Indian Express, he says that India began and took the charge of G20 presidency with the principle of one earth, one family and one future, and how it reshaped the entire G20 presidency in this matter of 1 year that India had. It set the agenda. It talked about, deliberations which were needed on multiple fronts, be it economic growth and development. The Prime Minister goes on to say that terrorism and senseless killing of civilians are unacceptable and we must address them with a policy of zero tolerance on terrorism. Then he goes on to talk about how humanitarianism was the centerpiece and a holistic development of the world becomes very, very centric, and how India managed to send that message of GDP-centric development being shifted towards human-centric development.